We've realized that this committee, just like any other group of Ugandans, they love the CDF. And that keeps him very, very busy within Uganda and outside. This love should be handled well. Deputy CDF, make sure the CDF creates time for this committee. And secondly, about the Kawempe, is it Kawempe North or
North
by-election? I don't know what specific thing the Honorable Sechikubo wanted us to
witnessed our own in uniform beating journalists, beating people. And the commanding chief came out to say that that was not instructed by an authority. And we are seeing, are there rogue elements putting on the uniform within the UPDF that we are pretending over?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair, allow me to take this opportunity to officially apologize to this committee. We are very sorry. We saw what happened. It was purely operational mistakes.
operational mistakes.
That is not our doctrine. But out of 1,000 people, there are those who cannot control emotional quotients. When you provoke somebody overreacts. That occurred out of provocation, but it didn't warrant that degree of reaction. We saw it and we took action. People were arrested. The committee was constituted to investigate. As we speak, they are in jails and the investigations are going on. And we shall punish them. There is no escape, no shortcut. But once again, we realize
the understanding that this 11th Parliament and the Committee of Defense and Internal Affairs has, that the mighty UPDF is professional to the hilt and carries that and a jewel both at home and outside. Please keep it up. Make sure it comes to a conclusive end so that it's not repeated. Thank you. Can we move?
That I think bound by collective responsibility. Now that the Deputy CDF has, in his wisdom and being a patriotic Ugandan, stated that those were operational mistakes, I think when they sit in their cabinet, they should actually advise fellow ministers not to mislead Ugandans and say what happened in Kawempe was not actually torture, but someone just saw an antenna. A minister says an antenna. It wasn't a stick, but they were carrying antenna. Those were antennas. So I think to help this country, we should also behave the way the Deputy CDF has behaved. People who hold the responsible offices should speak responsibly.
Thank you.
Your guidance. We were told the next meeting with UPDF, and indeed the minister undertook that we have the CDF with us. That's one point. Number two, Mr. Chairman, as the supervisor of this docket, we had the last experience where we witnessed elections in Kawempe, where officers and men in uniform were captured on camera. We had thought we would have a matter debated on the floor of Parliament, but we thought this would be the appropriate forum to have it so that we can agree on issues without involving the entire Parliament. But as a committee, we should have answers. When you come, our guests, we appropriate, you go back, and the image we see, it doesn't spare the chairperson of the committee. I think he tried all his diplomacy, but he was being pulled into the issue. to explain and why he's not calling a special meeting with you. So, Mr. Chairman, on those two aspects, I thought we should have some remarks so that we don't proceed business as usual. But last one, the UPDF, sir, and why we really wanted the CDF to be present is to bring to his attention the running away conduct and behavior of the UPDF. With me, Mr. Chairman, I beg to table. There is right now an ongoing operation in Remiaga where one Major Brigadier General Ashande is holding a campaign at Remiaga Playground. Tomorrow, there is the school, primary school of 600 pupils and the secondary of 500 people, students. The office of the president has advised him to postpone the event to a public holiday where school is not on, or to shift to another venue. But as I speak now, we have a letter from the office of the president, signed by the secretary, office of the president, has been defied. There is a letter of the RDC, Deputy RDC Sembable, also guiding on the same, has been defied. The army has deployed from Kachiri at the venue and at Kasunga for this operation. As I speak now, trucks of soldiers were loaded. And
What operation is that?
To launch the so-called Liberation General retired Rwashande.
So he's retired?
Yes, but I hope hope it is.
He's still, yes.
Ah, okay. That's what I mean. For agencies, in spite of the guidances, I hope I'll be able to share what the Deputy Chair is communicating. In spite of the guidances from the responsible officers, UPDF has been deployed at Remiaga Primary School and at Kasunga, at the venue to enforce what he has been told to desist from. Now that you have the Deputy CDF, there is a blatant takeover from these events, Mr. Chairman. I beg to report that incident before the responsible officers. Forceful takeover. You say you don't interrupt the school calendar. You make a weekend, a Saturday, one day, or go. Instead of responding to that, he has deployed the army. So, what is happening to this country, Mr. Chairman? And the responsible officers have communicated the same, and I beg to table the same, Mr. Chairman. I beg to table the same for you and for the office.
Honorable Chair, first of all, I want to thank Honorable Sikubo for raising these issues. This is not the first time he has done it. I remember last time when we were here, 3 names came up. Brigadier General Rwashande, Major General Katirima, and I think Brigadier General Mujenya. Honorable Chair, we sat and sorted that out. Yes, with him together, with the Honorable Sekubo. That's one. Two,
We were not aware.
This development, Honorable Chair, we did.
Oh, that's good.
Yes, sir. Now, this new development, Honorable Chair, first of all, we are not aware of this deployment. And actually, I am not aware, nobody is aware, because even the intelligence is not aware.
Of any deployment?
No. Now, what I'm aware of, the generals retire with escorts. Depending on the rank determines the number. But still the discretion of the general. If he says, I don't want any escort, we withdraw. But if he doesn't, then the escorts are given to him.
But General Rwashande in particular has escort.
Yes.
Okay.
Now,
But that cannot be the story deployed from